Claire Frost Pilot Suits version. Now this is for the 2025 Eggplane Group Build. And eggplanes are pretty cool. Alright, so here she is. This is what she's supposed to look like. Alright. So, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to give this another shot, guys. Color putty. This is kind of like CA glue, but it kind of works like putty as well. It's like black colored CA glue. Look at this. Let's give this a shot here. Let's see how this comes out. And oh, Shazbot is really coming out. Alright, here we go. Shatner, look at this. Alright. Okay. Alright, let me wipe this off. Shazbot. Alright, just come off. Alright. Oh, it just wants to just come out. I was not expecting that. Didn't expect the Spanish Inquisition. Alright. Now, oh my golly, before this all dries up, I'm going to apply this here where it needs to be. I just thought I'd give this a shot. If it's too thin though, I might just go ahead and use a lacquer-based putty. So, if it works out though, I will have to sand this down. There. This is unfortunately kind of attacking the paints a little bit. Now I could probably find some YouTube videos from Japanese modelers who have bought this and learn from them how it's supposed to be used, maybe. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Yeah, it's kind of attacking the paint. Anyhow. I should be able to sand this down. Make it look better. And of course there's also I'm always using the Vallejo plastic putty. So it's pretty great. I wanted to use something black though instead of white. Maybe I should have used that stuff after all. Beats me. I'm just rather kind of compulsive at times, you know? Alright. Yeah, that's taking it down to the primer there. Oh my golly. Alright. I'm gonna let this dry. Just gonna let this dry and then go from there. Okay, this is Tamiya CA Cement Accelerator to help dry it faster. And that is totally set now. That's totally set. And in the end, I'm managing to make a big white line after all. I'll never, I don't know, I can't say never. I started watching a video on how to use this stuff. I'll study this crap later. For now, I'm just going to stick to what I know. So this is the Vallejo plastic putty. This stuff has never done me wrong before. I just thought I would try something new, and it kind of backfired on me. Kind of backfired. I mean, it's not like ruined or anything. It's just, I don't know. I don't get that stuff at all. Don't get it. Okay. So this, though, is going to have to dry a lot more slowly, unfortunately, and this is what I was trying to avoid. In the end, it's what I'm stuck with anyways. Oh well. Except now perhaps the line is bigger than what it would have been. Oh well. Oh well. I'll just try to repaint this stuff anyways, so... what I do want to do, though, is be careful about... because I don't really want to put masking tape down on her face. I'm just going to you know, mask off the sides, maybe with paper or something, fit it underneath her hair or something. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. But in the meantime, I guess this is all right. I need my water bowl. And a clean swab. I don't want to use that one because it's filthy. And get this excess that is on here. Clean that up. Alright, great. Okay. Then I'll wait for this to dry and then see what I'll do. Probably add a little bit more. Sanding sponge here. Boy, oh boy. This is pretty messy. Yeah, unfortunately. So like if her hair was like kind of poofier bangs or something, that's a good way to make the two hair parts fit. And I thought maybe if I could just put the two hair parts together and then have the face go in, you know, that would have been nice, except that there's that little, it has to fit into that little cubby hole or whatever that's that block mold in the back of the head, so that wouldn't work. So I do not know. You know, if you have any suggestions, let me know what you would have done. But I'm just wanting to smooth this down. I just don't know a better way of doing that. You know, what I'm gonna do though. Oops. Here you come. Alright. Where do I... Ow! Donkey butt. Let's move this out of the way. I want Mr. Dissolved Putty. Got my crap over here. Check this out. I have Mr. Dissolved Putty. Yep. This is it right here. Alright. Alright, what do you got for me, Rick Ashley? I hate that when that happens. Alright. Okay, let's put this down here. Alright, stir this up. Alright, you know what I could use? There we go. Alright. Let's just totally fill this in. Because I'm not playing around anymore, guys. Alright. I think of you, feel shy. The bolts of blue. It's no problem with mine, but it's a problem of fine. In a life that I can't leave behind. Sense and telling. Get out of here, you stupid little flight. Let's just cram it in the corners here. There. Alright. Just kind of smooth it with my finger a little bit. And I see the line still. Just put this up here. Alright, so I'm like using like 3 different types of putty, and only one would have sufficed, but whatever. At least the black stuff with the accelerator, it did help to glue the parts together better than just the regular CA glue I used originally, because it was still not quite adhering. Alright, so this is all good here. And then hopefully it'll be more smooth once this dries. Until then, there's nothing really I can do. I'm just gonna let this dry. Yeah. Just smooth this guy out here. Alright. Okay. I think that's it. Although I can still see the line. Golly. Yeah. Okay, so instead of focusing on it making it look pretty, just stack it up and then sand it down if necessary. Alright. There we go. Alright, I'm going back over with the primer surfacer. I'm just hand brushing it on. Just to see what the... It's just kind of hard to tell how it's going to look. There we go. Just want to see how smooth it is. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay. See how this goes after it dries. So I stuck a bunch of like post-it note paper and crap here, so let's see how this goes, okay? Alright. I'm just being very careful. Alright, so how does this look? Yeah. I'll wait for this to dry. I'll sand it with the sanding sponge a little bit. Yeah, this is looking a little bit better though. I just want to get that a little bit smoother, you know? Here's the end result. I did a bit of wet sanding with Tamiya sanding sponge. Spray painted it a little bit more, and there you go. That looks nice. Okay, so this crap right here is my clear frost. Basically, it's just the purple plus a bunch of white to lighten it up. Oh my gosh, let's do this now. Oh, sorry, you can't see that. No, hold on, let me just reposition that. I know, like most of my videos, everything's like out of frame because I'm such a spaz. You know, whatever. Sorry. Now, I'm just gonna do it just from the top. That looks cool. Dude, that's cool looking. Look at that. Hell yeah, I'm the best. I'm the best around. No one's gonna ever bring me down. Nice. Cool. All right, let's go back to this. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay. Now, where else? It was back here. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so back to the flat coat. I'm doing a guided notes flat clear. Let me put the cap on the thingy here because reasons. I just need to do a flat coat to cover up what I just did. Alright, cool, huh? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Nice. Alright, I'll do her hands and stuff, and then I think I'm done. Yay. Steel. This is Mr. Hobby Aqueous H18. Gonna use this fine tipped brush. And so we've got some zippers here. Alright, so the flat coat's already gone down. Just need to do some finishing touches and then I'm done with this, guys. Isn't that nice? So we got this actual zipper here. There we go. Just gonna be very light. Maybe a little bit more paint on the paintbrush. There we go. Also, the other thing is that this pull tab thing is going to be red-brown. So the zipper here goes like so, apparently. And the actual zipper here, her fly, is going to be that's just gonna be obscured, I think, with the flap. I'm not gonna do that, I guess. There. Got one more here. Also, got some zippers here on her legs. Alright, so this isn't fastened here, so go ahead and paint along the zipper there, bring out that detail. There we go. Turn that up a little bit. Okay. Apparently you don't see the zipper from this side here. It's only going to be on the forward side, apparently. Well, okay. Here. There we go. No, I guess it's gonna be on both edges here. Using a swab dipped in some acrylic thinner to get rid of excess that I had missed, right? Because I'm just totally freehanding this. I went ahead and painted the entire zipper here. Alright, got the zipper here, and got one going down here. Vertical, horizontal one here. Zipper on her leg here. Oh, I missed this one. Crap. Dude, I totally missed this one. Let me get the H18. Here we go. I totally missed this one. Goofball. Alright.
Again, there's another building right here, and then there's another sign just showing how high the city is.
Okay. Gosh. Alright, that was good. I caught that. Alright. Now moving back to a lacquer.
Alright guys, so I've walked around a lot. I've seen a lot of the islands.
This is a red-brown, Mr. Color 41. This is for that pull tab. So, I just used some of the replenishing agent to revitalize this because this paint was getting kind of old and a bit thick. And there we go. Okay, I am done. That was really, okay, that's really cool. Cool, that's just great. Alright, paint's gonna dry, then final assembly, and then I'll be done. Yeah. It's the next day, the paint's dry, and now I have this idea of painting her fingernails, because girls do stuff like that, right? they paint their fingernails and crap, and they don't realize that we guys don't give a crap about that kind of stuff. You know, you never hear a guy say, "Oh my gosh, she's so hot," but she doesn't paint her fingernails. I don't think I'm gonna ask her for her phone number. Alright? That just doesn't ever happen. Could not care less. Actually, my wife does not paint her fingernails. She doesn't wear makeup. She doesn't do anything like that. She's not like a goofy girly type. The only time she's ever worn high heels was at our wedding. Come to think of it. Isn't that nice? So yeah, she's got red fingernail polish now. Why not? I was in college and my cousins were staying over at our house for a week when they were visiting Arizona. My younger cousin was like, "Hey, let me paint your fingernails." I don't know. I think first she asked me, "What's your favorite color?" And I'm like, "Oh, I like dark green, like forest green." And she's like, "Oh, let me paint your fingernails." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Well, okay." And good golly. I spent like the whole next day or so I was just scraping it off because I felt like my fingernails were being suffocated. I just had her give her, do it at I gave her my one hand, my right hand, and that was it. And I think I found some paint coming off here. Maybe not. Okay, never mind. Alright, well, let me go ahead and paint this crap here. She works as a stylist, like she does a beauty salon now. That's her job. But I hated the idea of that. It just felt weird, man. It's like I never thought that my fingernails could breathe. So I'm sure that's just yet another unhealthy thing that society has kind of put onto girls, giving them the idea that they have to, do crap like that in order to feel pretty, I guess. It's kind of sad. Because frankly, my wife doesn't wear makeup or anything like that, and I could not care less. I think what I want to do, let me go ahead and clean off this brush here. There we go. I think I might want to... Oh, that's all dried out. Tits. Alright. Alright, well, this white peach is what I used originally anyway, so... Oh, here it is. I find that wet spot on my towel here where I have the crap still. Ah, my cow! Oh, my cow tits. What is even happening here? Donkey Kong cereal. What happened? Oh man, this Lassia stuff is, I don't know. This is totally, I think it was, I just used this about a couple weeks ago or so. Didn't I? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to stir this up like crazy. Anyhow, I'll just hand paint the stuff on there, and it looks like I just contaminated it with some red. I must have not gotten it all off my stir stick here, I guess. Anyhow, this is gonna take a while. Oh my gosh, I might have to just leave this here. This is totally solid. I was not expecting that. Alright, I'll do it off camera. You'll see it later. I'm just gonna hand paint that little area here where it looks to me like some of the paint came off her hand. I know what happened actually now. I now realize what happened. I have this pre-mixed, pre-thinned version of this. That's why. That's what I had used. But anyhow, problem solved apparently. Alright, so I'm going to close this up, and next, I have not really had good luck with this crap. Figure accent color pink brown. There we go. You got the ball bearing in there. Gotta shake it up until I can hear that ball bearing rattling around in there. Alright. Now this is a flat coat on here, but still it's still slightly semi-gloss, I guess. This looks like it's working okay. Yeah, that's working all right. All right. Just do the knuckles here. Yeah. Well, that does it. That totally does it. Okay, cool. Nice. I guess I'm done now. Guess I'm done. This is still drying, but I think I can maybe manage this. Let's see here. Let me take this off, get my cutters. Oh, that went flying onto the floor. I'll have to pick it up later. Okay. Alright. Oh. Looks like I kind of disturbed the thing a little bit here. Let's see about this. You know what? Tits. Shoot. You know, I'm just gonna have to repaint her hands. The paint's coming off here. I'm going to just soak this stuff in the paint remover and just repaint her hands. I can do it this afternoon, it's no big deal. At least it's just these two little things. So here we go with the paint remover. Alright, you'll see the finished end result after we're having to redo all this crap again. Gosh darn it. Okay, I have repainted the hands completely. I am now ready to go ahead and we'll glue these into place. Okay, so how does this go? How does this go? Goes like so. Okay. Yeah, today I completely just redid this, the hands. I did the panel lining, right? The accent color. And then redid the fingernails. Okay, so that is like that. Let's, let me go ahead and do this. So this arm goes down like so. There we go.
He's charged with murder.
Okay.
And ISIS custody. And we also have this mugshot of his uncle. Authorities charge Wolven.
Lots of CA glue.
A spokesperson for the Charles County Sheriff's Office said
There.
the suspect was methodical in hiding this woman's body.
I figured this is
burying her
pretty
teeth and using old dirt
easy to put this into place
body, which was wrapped in a blanket and again buried about 5
without having to do any pinning or anything. I think this is going to suffice just fine. Okay.
first reported this. Authorities told us that they found fraudulent immigration documents for Barrera Rosa and confirmed he was in the U.S. illegally.
Just another heroin man.
Okay.
Illegal alien. He's now been charged with the murder of a young mother whose body was found in the woods. See a pattern here? Again, they won't be focused on
There.
not getting duped.
Oh.
Meanwhile, people are dying. American citizens are dying.
All right. Okay. Good. And I will form the head. Here she is. Here she goes. Okay. There. Oh my. That's nice. There she is. She is now done. But yet, I guess no, she's not done because reasons, of course. I will need to pin her feet because she's going to be standing like so, right? And she actually stands up by herself. I'm actually surprised this is even happening. How should I do this? I would say having the drill go up through here would be the best way to do this. Because here there's not much room to go by. Alright, let me think about this, but as you can see so far, she's more or less done. She looks beautiful. Look at that. Isn't that cute? 1.5 wave sea line. I kind of screwed up this. I'll have to just repaint it. I lost some detail there, but it won't even be really noticeable, I don't think. Because it's just black anyways, I guess. Alright. And now that this is done, I'll have to do her hair ponytails. Right? Okay. Let me just stick this as far as I can inside there. There we go. And get my cutter here.
Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching.
It's better to cut it a little bit long and too short. Let's see what this looks like. But so this is done here. I didn't want to do the ponytails just yet because I'll be setting it down and it might get kind of weird. What I want to do is put this in its stand, and then I'll be, doing it that way. Let me get my semi-gloss black. I was just using this earlier, so it should be still mixed up properly. Get my paintbrush here. There. Damage isn't even noticeable, I guess. Alright, let me wash off this paintbrush and look for a stand. Okay, I used my pliers here to kind of bend this into position better. So here she goes. She is now in a proper position. Let me get my cutters here. Alright, let's do her hair. And then then I'll be done.
So again, the oligarch spoke, right, of the Democrat
Okay,
Party
oops.
and got rid of Joe Biden.
Was
Here
I
you have Adam Schiff,
supposed to
going
have...
against everything the Democrats claim they believe in, right? They believe in higher taxes for the rich, right? You're supposed to tax the rich and to give to the poor.
Okay.
Right? All of a sudden, they're like, no. We're going to keep taxing everybody else. And we're going to do tax cuts for the rich, right? Again, the liberal elite in California, right? Because we don't want to lose them, right? We don't want them to go anywhere.
Okay, let's cut this other one off here.
Hilarious. Again, these are the same people.
Let me get this out of here.
Talking about how they're fighting the oligarchy, right? We're against the rich, tax the rich, right? But yet, again, look at what they do when it comes to doing favors for their friends, and that's what people got to understand about the okay? They love
Come on.
They just don't like to make money in an honest way. They like to make money by doing things like running nonprofits and running for office, not being actual productive members of society.
Oh, you know what?
Producing anything
Crap.
of value.
What does the instructions say? Oh, here they are. What about her hair ties? What color should those be under? 8? 8 is silver, isn't it? That's silver. Okay, in that case, H8 aqueous silver. I'll get this out of here. I missed the trash can. Alright.
Working class people. Some of the same people Donald Trump appeals to. Does that worry you?
I buy her t-shirts for $39.95, tax the rich. They're very popular on Miami Beach. I wear them, I sign them, and I give them to people.
Okay. Now I need that paintbrush I had.
But however, I would say this.
Okay.
You know, the ambassador of America, the CEO, the president, they have to embody the American dream. That's their number one job. Our number one export is not technology or energy. It's the American dream. People come to America to achieve the American dream. She embodies the American nightmare.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say that these progressive states, these progressive liberal cities, they are an embodiment of
Okay.
nightmare as well too.
Now I'm gonna have to let this dry a little bit before I attempt to attach to her the rest of her hair. But yeah, the silver looks kind of cool actually. Alright, to be continued. Okay, I'm gonna glue this stuff here.
The cartoon kings behind Inspector Gadget. Lori Faso, a voice actor from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, who was Raphael, hosted with a grin, and Dean Goss called the action as announcer. The first episode hit in September of '87, filmed in LA with a budget of screened '80s excess, complete with neon lights and computer graphics. The contestants were 3 sibling pairs per episode, real kids.
Oh wait, how did it go again? I think it went like this actually.
Fast Furious fame as a teen contestant with his sister.
There we go.
Lori kept things rolling, breaking up the occasional argument. There was a no socking rule, while the kids got the fun of his fast. There were tiebreakers like the I'm telling flat box where you'd have to be
Okay, I'm gonna have to retouch the paint up.
and you posted without going over 1. Despite its brief run, reruns bounced around on the Family Channel and WWOR TV well into the 90s. It wasn't one season wonder, but that pick a prize arcade hero wish fulfillment. Bikes, toys, trips to Disneyland. Today it's a nostalgia nugget. Clips are online, and fans still remember those sirens. For 80s kids, it's the show that made us wish we could spill secrets and
Okay.
loot. Sibling showdowns never look so
Okay.
good.
Well, here she is. She is now completely finished. Thanks for watching. This has been an occasionally frustrating build, but it was more or less pretty easy just because it was mostly just one solid color. So even though I had paint lifting off, it actually wasn't too bad to rescue this, right? Because it does come in parts, and the Hasegawa engineering of these resin kits are they make it rather convenient. So, you know, I see videos how to get into resin figure building and such, and there's the whole, issue of whether you should get recasts or shell out the big money for an official kit. But are you going to screw that up? Is like $200 gonna go down the drain if you really screw it up and it's totally ruined? All you have to do if you want to get into this genre of the hobby is Hasegawa. I mean, not only are they making these Eggplane Girl kits, but they've got Crusher Joe, they've got Dirty Pair, they got Fantastic Adventure of Leda, a whole bunch of different stuff. Yatterman, gosh, what else? There's just more coming out all the time. So yeah, Hasegawa is really doing a good job with all of the resin kit manufacturing. So it's a cheaper way of getting your experience with building resin kits. So anyhow, thank you to Munchkin Modeling Man 72 for this annual Eggplane Group Build. However, I have to call him out though. I cannot remain silent. Munchkin Modeling Man is neither Munchkin who does models, nor is he a man who models Munchkins. I just have to say right now that that is false, and I must condemn him for such dishonesty. He's just a phony and a fraud, just like myself, because my name is not Steve, nor am I a fish, apparently. I mean, look, I have hands even, so I would not be fish. But anyhow, it's alright, you don't have to be mean. Remember, no matter where you go, there you are. So once again, live long and prosper. May the force be with you. And so long. Thanks for all the fish.